Okay, so some overall tips for your audition. First off, have a good read, which I don't really have in the middle of the summer, so take care of that. Make a bunch of reads, talk to your teacher, organize it weeks in advance, get some new reads, 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, save a good one, figure that out. Make 3, 4, 5 reads a week, then you'll have a good one. What's a good read? It's something that plays in tune everywhere. Every register, you can get it on the green, on the chord tuner. It speaks in the tenor register, doesn't hesitate. If you're playing Mozart concerto, and you get some sort of hesitation in the articulation because it's so flat, maybe you're having to blow really hard or clench your throat or something, you've got to sort that out. A good read should articulate there in tune without any fuss. And then a good read should be resonant. It should have something pleasing in the sound. It should be impressive. It should really jump out. Wow, that's a nice bassoon tone. So look for that. The other thing is get better overall. So, learn new etudes every single week. Don't practice this one etude for 3 months straight. That you might perfect it, and that's fine to do on the side, but make sure you're tackling new music and new problems every week. And so what that means is you've got to make your fundamentals better. So that's, the way you use your air, the way you generate your sound. Do you press or do you resonate? Do you bite and use your lips and your jaw a lot? Or are your lips loose and you're doing the work with your air instead, which is going to give you a more resonant sound, a bigger sound, a more lively sound, and it's going to center the pitch for you as well. So finding upgrades like that. Upgrade the way you pressurize the air using your core. Find things like that. When you go up in register, do you use your air or do you bite? Sorting out fundamentals like that is going to just help every single note that you play in your audition, so don't forget about that. The other side of this is your technique. Think of that as reducing your tension, reducing your default tension. When you play a G flat major scale or a B major scale, are your fingers tense or do they just flow through it as if you're playing C major? That's your job to go in there and solve that. Ooh, these 3 notes, my fingers are very tense. There's something difficult. Or maybe it's just in your mind. These 3 notes in my brain, I'm unsure, I'm tensing up. Maybe it's physical, maybe it's mental. But sort that out every single week. Improve your technique. Improve your lack of tension. And you'll be a better player overall. Now the scales, a few pointers on those. First off, just actually practice them, playing through them. It's not like jogging where a professional runner would beg to differ, but for most people jogging, they just do it and they expect to gain sort of stamina. It's not like that. You need to go in there and practice your scales, make them better every single day. Every single day you have to stop and find what's hard, find the fingering that's hard, find what's hard in your mind, find the articulation that's hard, find what's wrong with your read. That's practicing scales. It's not just playing through them and then you're done. So a few specific pointers though. Crescendo as you go up, don't bite. I would recommend legato tongue for the parts that are tongued. So your air can be very consistent, very thick, da 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 da, rather than da 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 da. You can hear that might lead to constriction, so I wouldn't recommend that. Sort of legato, flowing tonguing, flowing air. I would vibrate any quarter notes you have in the pattern that your state requires. Florida's is da 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 da. Vibrate those quarter notes. Give it some gracefulness. Give it a melodic quality. The Florida requirement of 120 for the chromatic scale is really fast. You can attempt that, but I think that's more for the flutes. I would recommend something around 112, and then a good tempo for your scales is maybe around 100. You can go faster by all means, but I think those are good tempi that will push you, but not be overly taxing and overly technical. The most important thing is play it clean, not playing it super fast and messy. Clean and less fast is better than messy and fast. And finally, if you're going for that 120 or you're going for your scales at a really fast tempo, be sure to go in there and surgically figure out what 3 notes, what 2 notes, what 4 notes maybe maximum are giving me problems. Sort those notes out, play them 20 times. That's how you improve the speed of your scales. So go in there, do that work. You'll get this. Let me know what you think in the comments, and good luck.